smaller guy, blah, 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 the weight difference. And now I flip-flop the roles. Everyone thinks I'm going to die and they don't know what I'm capable of. And so being the underdog and being able to go in there and showcase what I'm going to do to Anthony is more exciting for me, and the thing more exciting for the fans.
Little Joshua, come here, little Josh. So today you guys did come on an off day. So today he had a great breakfast, real healthy breakfast. And then for lunch, he had pizza. We just made a quick pivot, went from cutting to making sure he's getting a surplus of calories every day. We're only able to put a certain amount of weight on him that's going to be, healthy weight. So we're putting around, 6 pounds of lean muscle on him. And I'm just making sure that he's really consuming a lot of extra calories, a lot of lean proteins, still getting those carbohydrates in there, still getting those fats in there. But we're really trying to focus on lean proteins to let him gain some muscle mass and have it so he's up there a little bit closer to what Anthony's going to be weighed.
You stood the test of time. I'm passionate, I'm hungry, and I'm still here ready to fly from the Hall House. So,
what a jolly lad he is, just a bubbly guy. Bubbly guy. Gotta love him, bro. Gotta love him, but he's gonna fucking die. Look at this, bro. I'm always training.
This is a giant Olympic gold medalist heavyweight. I mean, Anthony Joshua is
the thing that nightmares are made of.
And he's got that one-punch nuclear power. One punch. And he's fast.
Joe Rogan delivered a brutal dose of reality on Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. He made it clear this isn't just a big name on a poster. AJ is a fast, explosive, Olympic-level heavyweight who hits with terrifying force. One mistake, one wrong move, and it's over for Jake. This is easily the most dangerous challenge of his entire career.
Was still competitive in the heavyweight division, and he's only doing this for money. Like, he's still set up for world title fights. After he knocked out Ngannou, you could still set him at, like, Joseph Parker just lost. You could set him up with Joseph Parker. You could have... Until a year ago, he could fight Deontay Wilder.
You're saying that the lineage and the trajectory that Anthony Joshua is on, if he happens to go a little bit too gentle and lose by decision to Jake Paul, it doesn't exactly look great for his future heavyweight chance.
It fucks up all of his marketing opportunities.
Wow. So that's a really... So what we were saying before...
The Ngannou fight is a godsend to him, right? The Ngannou fight is like, hey, boxing's back. This guy knocked down Tyson Fury. This is how it was supposed to go. Anthony Joshua, you carried the torch for the...
While breaking down how Jake Paul might perform against Anthony Joshua, Rogan compared it to Jake's most recent fight with Mike Tyson and quickly shut down the comparison. What worked there won't automatically work against a true heavyweight like AJ. Fans online love wild theories, but Rogan wasn't buying it. This isn't scripted or staged. Once the bell rings, it's real. Real danger, real punches, real consequences.
Looked like sparring. But it could be that he didn't want to hurt Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson's 58 years old, or it could be that Mike Tyson didn't want to hurt him because he likes him. I don't know. But it wasn't what I was tuning in for.
It was not for me. I was there. I went to it live.
I was tuning in for Mike Tyson coming full 1988 Mike Tyson, full chaos. That's what I was hoping for.
We walked out like that.
Yeah, it looked like it. Yeah, but that's what everybody signed up for. So they got us, whatever.
And do you think that...
This is different. I don't think this is that. I don't think this is that at all.
As fight night draws closer, the anticipation is reaching a boiling point. Matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn has also weighed in, calling it a tough and unpredictable matchup. While Joshua is the clear favorite on paper, Hearn isn't completely dismissing Jake Paul. He pointed to Jake's size, energy, and unpredictability as factors that could complicate things more than people expect. This isn't just a name versus name fight. It's elite experience colliding with raw belief and stubborn willpower.
Not saying, oh, it's Jake Paul, this is going to be like, we're expecting a test, and we're expecting and preparing like we would if we were fighting a world-class heavyweight. I don't think you would expect anything less from AJ. He's not mucking around, he's not laughing and joking. He's relaxed, but he knows he's fighting next week on a massive stage in a fight that's very important for his career and very important for boxing. The boxing world says, oh, he'll just go in there and smash him to pieces. Like, I don't expect Jake Paul just to go in there and fall over. Like, he's got some pride, he's built some ability. He's been sparring at Coley and Sanchez and Jared Anderson. He's getting hit by big head.
Still, Hearn made one thing very clear. If Jake Paul wants any chance of beating Anthony Joshua, he's going to need luck on his side. Confidence and size can only take you so far. Even with top-level training, landing the perfect shot while avoiding AJ's power is a massive task. Jake might show heart, toughness, and flashes of skill, but sometimes fights come down to timing and chance. That unpredictability is exactly what makes this matchup so fascinating.
It's just going to be like, he gets hit by a jab and turns his back and runs away. I think he's a tough young man. But he will find out all about levels and power and the danger of taking a fight like this. And he's going to get viciously knocked out. The only thing is, like, how badly he gets knocked out really depends. It probably comes down to a little bit of luck. Like, he needs to get lucky and nothing to land too.
Former UFC champion Conor McGregor also shared his blunt opinion on Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. He called it one of the strangest fights he's ever seen. Conor said Jake deserves respect because stepping in with someone like AJ is no joke. He even questioned whether the fight should happen at all due to the risk involved. But one thing was clear. If Jake takes this challenge, he earns credit for the courage it takes to face a heavyweight like Joshua.
He's gonna get knocked out by AJ though, isn't he?
If he makes that walk, gotta give him his respect. It's very dangerous, you know. It seems like Netflix are all over him. Again, yeah. It's a dangerous sport. You can't overlook that. Joshua's a big boy and a powerhouse. We've sat ringside and watched Joshua. That's a heavy punching man, and he's a happy and he's a good man. He has an anger in him. He has a darkness in him, does Anthony Joshua. I don't think a lot of people suss that.
Combat sports analyst Chael Sonnen added his own perspective to the conversation. Chael mentioned rumors of Jake Paul walking around with a black eye from sparring, but he brushed it off with his usual sarcasm. According to Chael, if Jake is hurt, that's just part of the deal. There's no safety net here. No easy exit. If you sign up to fight Anthony Joshua, the pressure is yours to carry.
Jake Paul has nobody to pull out from. Like, the idea that Paul and Joshua isn't going to happen and that's on Jake's side of it. There's nowhere for Jake to pull out from. Jake's putting the fight on. He would have nobody to call and say, I have a black eye, I can't continue.
Chael also praised fighters who accept massive challenges despite the odds. He pointed to Joshua Van as an example of someone who stepped up, didn't back down, and earned respect just by showing up. In Chael's eyes, Jake Paul is doing the same thing right now. Everyone expects him to lose, yet he's still moving forward. And that alone takes real courage.
Jake Paul in the same situation where there's a big spread and he's not supposed to win and he's supposed to get beat up. Well, so was Joshua Van. Should have Joshua not gone out there and tried? Should he not gone out there on a prayer? On a whim, on luck, use this, and I'm going to use it for experience, and I'll catch you up down the road. Something good tonight is going to happen to me. Or maybe I'm just not a dick. I'm not a straight up dick. I fight anybody, and now I got a guy that stepped forward. So you can call him Anthony Joshua, or you could call him anybody. I said anybody. I'm actually the one guy.
Adding even more fuel to the fire, former heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder reacted to Carl Fraka's claim that Anthony Joshua's career is finished and that he's simply cashing out by fighting Jake Paul. Wilder strongly disagreed. He said Frak was speaking emotionally and misunderstanding the landscape of crossover and exhibition-style fights. According to Wilder, this matchup doesn't hurt Joshua's legacy. It's just a different kind of challenge.
Call, but I don't believe that. You know what I mean? I think Carl is just talking out of speaking from emotions, and speaking up from emotion and unknowledgeable about what's going on with the at least that's my opinion. You know what I mean? Unknowledgeable about, you know, as far as these exhibition fights and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because if I look at it as a money grab. Easy money grab for him, you know what I mean? I don't look at it like this is the end of his career, he's taking his fight off of that. You know, I look at it like, you know, this is entertain.
Darren Till, however, gave one of the most honest reactions yet. When asked about Jake Paul potentially fighting Anthony Joshua, he could only shake his head. With nearly 2 decades in combat sports, Till said he couldn't believe what he was hearing. To him, the entire idea sounded unreal.
It's fun, you know, I sparred for the most part of my career to Aspinall, and I don't think he punches nowhere near as hard as Anthony Joshua. And every day I used to have to go in and spar him, I'd be like, here we go again. Like, I just don't want to do this.
Till didn't sugarcoat it. He openly questioned whether Jake Paul had lost his mind or if there was some hidden exhibition clause nobody knew about. While he respected Jake's confidence and willingness to even discuss the fight, he was convinced there had to be more to the story. In Till's view, Joshua isn't just another big opponent. He's one of the most dangerous heavyweights alive, and stepping in with him is a completely different level of risk.
I want to do this, but I just can't wait. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, Andrew Tate shocked many by publicly changing his stance on Jake Paul. For years, Tate criticized Jake for choosing what he saw as safe fights against smaller or aging opponents. But now his tone has shifted. Tate admitted that facing a true heavyweight like Anthony Joshua is a whole different beast. He gave Jake genuine respect, calling the move bold, fearless, and proof that Jake's confidence isn't just talk.
I was going to say that, look, I'm first time back in a few years, influencer boxing, and I'm not fighting someone older than me. I'm not fighting someone smaller than me. I'm not fighting someone retired. I'm fighting an active champion. That's what a real man does. And that was going to be a dig at Jake Paul for fighting older people or smaller people. But now he's fighting AJ. Fair. So complete respect, huge respect to Jake Paul. I have nothing bad to say about Jake. Everything I was going to say, I can no longer say. So fair play to him. He's a brave man. He believes in himself. And I wish him and AJ a fantastic fight, and I hope they both come out without injury and without any problems and without any health issues.
With no health issues holding him back, attention has turned to how both fighters are preparing. Anthony Joshua's training camp has been nothing short of relentless. Every session sends a message. Fast, aggressive pad work. Brutal sparring. Non-stop intensity. AJ is sharpening every weapon he has, locking in his speed, power, and accuracy. There's no room for mistakes. Every movement is about reminding Jake Paul who the real force is.
Pop that long one, One more. One more. Beautiful. Good. That's what we've got to bring on to. There's nobody can take that. Who can take that? Nobody. Yeah. That's it. Beautiful. Good. Set him up again with that feint. Breathing. Breathing, faint. That's it. Nice and calm. Beautiful. We'll go with that 1-2 again.
Joshua fully embraces his physical advantages. Standing 6 feet 6 inches and weighing around 250 pounds, he makes his presence felt every single day in the gym. Jake is smaller, lighter, and clearly stepping into deep waters. AJ isn't training just to win. He's training to dominate. His experience and raw power make him a nightmare matchup, and every rep is a warning that he plans to leave nothing to chance.
Hard. So I've laid them all out on the table. You've got a chance to beat me and have the key to the city. You have a chance to earn your biggest prize money. You've got a chance to fight in front of the best and the biggest crowd that boxing has to offer at Wembley Stadium.
This isn't just another training camp for Joshua. It's a statement. Precision, power, and discipline are the focus. By fight night, AJ wants there to be no confusion about who the giant is in the ring. Jake Paul, in his mind, is simply the man who dared to reach too far. On the other side, Jake Paul has fully committed to the challenge he chose. He's deep into what may be the toughest camp of his life. Early mornings, endless conditioning, hard sparring rounds. The gym echoes with every punch he throws. His movement looks sharper, his combinations faster, his defense tighter. Jake knows exactly what's at stake. This isn't just another fight. This is his moment to prove everyone wrong and redefine how the boxing world sees him. Looking closer inside Jake's camp, his pad and mitt sessions have become controlled chaos. They're fast, explosive, and constantly changing. His coach mixes angles, shifts tempo, and throws unpredictable combinations at him. Jake has to react instantly. These sessions force him to adapt under pressure, building sharp instincts and confidence when things break down.
Don't charge that, man.
This isn't casual training. It's preparation for a storm. Jake isn't just hitting pads. He's training for the chaos of a real fight where a single mistake could end everything. He believes this high-pressure approach is the only way to close the gap between himself and an elite heavyweight. As fight night approaches, the boxing world is buzzing louder than ever. Fans are split right down the middle. Some believe Jake Paul is about to shock the world. Others trust Anthony Joshua, the proven heavyweight with years of dominance behind him. This is one of the most talked about fights of the year, and the tension is undeniable. Now it's your turn. Who do you have winning on December 19th? Will Jake pull off the impossible, or will Joshua remind everyone why he's the king? Drop your pick in the comments and stay tuned for more big boxing stories.